Good day, everyone. You're welcome back to the channel. This is Uglo Fashion, and thank you so much for stopping by. So, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you the making of this Scrunchies ruffled flounce. The tutorial is well detailed and beginner friendly. So, I used this satin fabric. It's doll face, though my camera changed the color. It's lilac. So, when you want to measure yourself for the flounce, you measure the circumference of your shoulder this way. So I have 41 inches, where just ensure it falls like this. That's if you are making it for off shoulder dress, but it's most time lovely on off shoulder dress. Then the next thing is to fold the fabric into two after measuring your circumference. So the total circumference of the shoulder is 41 inches. Then I added 1 inch for seam allowance, which gives 42 inches. Then I divided the 42 inches by the normal standard for flake, because the scrunchies flounce is going to be cut in form of a peplon, or let me say flare. So, and you know 360-degree peplon is divided by 6.28 when folded into 4. That is why I wrote width or radius there. Then after that, I measured the scrunchies length, which is 15 inches. I used 15 inches, but if you want yours to be fuller than mine, so you can use up to like 20, 25. But mind you are going to buy like, let's say 2.5 or 2 yards of doll face if you are making like that. So the total of everything, that is the length plus the radius, is 21 inches. 15 plus 6.68 is 21 inches. So I proceed to mark the 21.6 inches. You can see me mark the 21.6 inches. That's because the fabric is still unfolded into two. So then I proceed to fold it into 4 this way. So after folding into 4, I marked my 21.6 inches again. So like I do say, this my calculations always guide me on how to fold my fabric. So I will not need to be adjusting the fabric on the table anymore. Once I fold, it is accurate. Next is, after marking I will not be using the edges as well. I don't want the rough part of it. So after marking the 21.6 inches, then I proceed to mark the radius. I proceed to mark the circumference of the shoulder, which is 42. You know, I've divided it and I have 6.68. So I don't need the 8 at the back. So I'll be marking 6.6 all around now. So and I proceed to do that. So you can see how I marked. I place the tape on this angle here. So I have 2 joint parts. The side, my left hand side has 2 parts joined. Then at the lower side here, it also has 2 parts, two foldings, but the other side has opened edges. You will understand when I opened it. So now I proceed to mark 6.6 inches all around, like I said earlier. Then after marking the 6.6 round, I proceed to mark the remaining 15 inches. You know, when you subtract 6.6 from 21.6, you definitely have 15 inches. So I proceed to mark the 15 inches. I'm very sorry, my camera is just, I don't understand. I don't know why it's giving me this kind of color. The fabric is lilac. Then after cutting it out, I notch the middle together. You can see the 4 foldings I said earlier. I have 2 foldings at this side, and also at the right side too I have 2 foldings. So, and I notch both sides. So after notching, I opened it up and I noticed that this middle part here, the one under, is not well notched, and I re-notched it. So having done with that, I proceed to notch the down one. I folded it into 2 and I picked the M together. You can see the way I'm doing it. So I picked the M together this way because they must align. I picked them together and notch. So I did likewise for this other side too. So whatever you do at the upper side, you do it at the M as well. So after notching everything, I opened it up again. Then I opened one side. This is because there might be need for zipper, but in case if you are not putting zipper, you may just leave it without opening it up. So now this is what we have at the end of the day. You can see the notched parts both up and down, you can see. So next is to pick them together this way, and I'll proceed to pin. So you pin the notched part together, and when you are pinning, pin to the right side of the fabric, and you ensure that the notched parts aligned well with each other. Though I pinned on the right side, but my camera is not doing justice to it. It's not showing the brighter side, that is the right side of this fabric well. So, and if you notice, you will see that the M is longer than the radius of the crunchies. So this will give it ruffles at the end of the day. And after pinning everything together, I folded this edge, the edge of the fabric, I folded it this way and I pinned it. So I'll proceed after pinning. Next is just to proceed to the machine to stitch on the edge, the half. If you remember, I added 1 inch for seam allowance, so I'll be using half at this side, and also I will use the remaining half to stitch it at this other edge here. Then after stitching, I ironed the edges alone. I ironed it out this way. Please note that for the edge, I stitched on the wrong side, not on the right side. So after all of that, I flipped it over this way so that it will be easy for me to pin. Then you can see the excesses at the hem. The excesses, I'll be pinning it to the circumference of the shoulder now. So to do that, I'll gather it. If you like, you can gather, you can pleat, but I'll rather do pleats because that's easier. So then I proceed to pin everything all around this way, and please don't remove the pin that you first used to secure the notched parts together. So then after pinning it, this is the outcome of it. You can see this is what it looks like. That's the right side. So this is the other side of it. You can still see that it maintains the circumference of the shoulder. Now the scrunchies is ready. The only thing left now is to attach it to whatever we want to attach it to and to create our own design with it. So you can use it for sleeve, you can use it as a flounce, you can use it for several things. Just be creative, and when you are creating your own style with it, you just flip it open this way. So I would like to use this my top to show you how to fix the crunchies to your clothes. First of all, I notched the middle of both the blouse and the scrunchies and I pinned them together. So please, this my top is off shoulder and doesn't have sleeve, it's just band that I did all through, and while removing it I removed everything together. So if you are doing yours, ensure that there is band that is connecting both the back and the front bodies together, and like this what I'm showing you, you attach band, so the band will serve as just normal sleeve, which the scrunchies will be able to relax on. You'll be able to stitch the scrunchies on it. So then after stitching, you can flip it over this way, then you create your design on it. Then I also did the same on the mannequin. I pinned it all around to the wrong side, and after pinning I started creating my design. So to create this design, you can just flip it open this way, pick the middle and pin. You can pick like 2 ruffles together, pin them, just create your own design. If you are not okay with what you've pinned together, you remove the pins and recreate. So when you are now okay, when you are contented with what you have, you can pick your needle and thread and stitch it down. You can just stitch on it, and for me, this is my own design. I really like the outcome. So please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like and share my video. Bye.